Hey guys, basically I'm back here, and it's, yeah, we're doing another Cause of Plush review, which, don't remember these recently. I don't remember which one. Oh yeah, it was Toxic Springtrap. And, yeah, and now this one is gonna be a little longer, as I have 5 customs to review, and you've seen the title and the thumbnail, and that's gonna be of Juniors. And, yeah, okay, if you guys don't know what Juniors is, you obviously have been living under a rock or something, but, but, like, basically, but to get Philly run, I guess. Which I don't even know if I need to do this, because literally almost every person in the community, in FNAF community, knows this game. But basically, Juniors is a FNAF fan game that I've heard was going to be in the fanverse, like it originally was planned. But then, like, lots of drama happened, with the fanverse, like it always does. And it resulted in, like, originally the game being canceled or something. At least that's what I've heard. But the game released, and it's really good, I will say. Like it actually is really professional. Like it's amazing, I would say. I haven't played the game. I've just seen Let's Plays, so don't at me. But yeah, but I have decided to make some customs of the characters. Which this isn't all the characters. I've only made 5 of, like, I don't even know how many other characters there are. Really, but like there's obviously still some I need to make, and I'm not really going to be making the wizards, as I feel like I really feel like that's necessary for me, and just cause like I feel like it would be, it would save a lot of money, I feel like, and I don't want to waste my money on just making kind of like the exact same plushies. Even though they're not the same, I really don't care. I'm dragging these on for too long. I'm just gonna get right into the first one, and our first one right here is Freddy, which doesn't really have a different name. It's just Freddy, and this is Junior's Freddy. Now, obviously, I'm not the first one to make Junior's customs. Like, back when, like, the game first came out, people were making customs of it. I saw in, like, Discord servers and everything, and I was wondering, like, why are people making, like, lots of people are making custom out of these, and I was like, okay, and then that's when I kind of got into Juniors. Like, I really thought it was well made. It is well made. And then the trend came when Swifty actually made like Juniors customs for Sly Pie and his Junior series, which I haven't seen fully, but judging by thumbnail and how in the first beginning part, I think it's good, but I can't say for sure, as I didn't even fully watch the video. Please don't be mad. But here is Junior's Freddy, and he is actually like most of my plushies, he's using a base of a VR Toy Freddy plush, which I got at Five Below, which honestly I'm glad I did, because they're really cheap there. I feel like this was a good use, honestly. And I do really like how he looked, like, and this was the first one I finished, and I really don't know what to go over, and his whole entire front face is covered with this, I don't like this lighter color, which is mainly used for like the belly and his feet or everything. Stubs, like normal FNAF plushies, but like I don't know. This is how he's properly made, and this is how Swifty made him, not with the face, but the whole placement of everything. And he has this little necktie, I guess, I really don't know what to call it, and he has this little kind of striped bow tie. I honestly don't know. And Swifty did use a Freddy Frostbear bow tie for this, but honestly, I don't have a extra Freddy Frostbear, and I definitely don't know really where to get one. I don't know if there's one on Funko.com. I'm pretty sure there is, but if there's not, then I'm sorry and I'm dumb. But yeah, I also don't really want to waste a Freddy Frostbear, like, just to get the tie and everything. And I think this works, like, okay, well enough. And his tie is also like kind of smaller, not in height, but in length, I guess. Like, it's not as like thick or large as like other Freddy's bow ties are, and that's kind of how his bow tie generally is. And obviously you can see the creases on him are done with Sharpie, which usually everyone says, and I've pointed this out in other reviews when I've used Sharpie on this felt material, that Sharpie doesn't look good on this felt material. Well, honestly, it really doesn't work well if you don't have a good enough Sharpie. I used a fresh Sharpie right here, and it works pretty damn well, I will say. And yeah, I'm sorry that dragged on for so long. We have like 4 more to get through, but yeah, that's Freddy Fazbear. you can just look at him, and yeah, that's basically it. Alright, on to the next one. So now here we are, with the myth and the legend that is Bonnie the Bunny. And now, originally when I started making this, I kind of, like, was thinking that this kind of looked bad. But that was mainly because, like, his head, like, obviously he still used the same kind of, like, pattern as Freddy. Not, like, you know. Okay, well, I will say this is also use a VR Toy Freddy base as well. But the whole, pattern with the half face, you get the gist, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, originally, like, I was hesitant on whether, like, on just what to do next, because honestly, like, originally it looked like his whole head was this lighter color. So that's why I added this little kind of piece up right here to kind of show the section where it's, like, kind of the face, I guess. I really don't know how to word it, but honestly, I really think it looks good. As his ears are like the generic bunny ears, and they're not separated. And obviously, like with Freddy, he uses a Sharpie material, which, also for Freddy here, the teeth are actually, just a white piece of felt, and I just drew on it with Sharpie, and I did the same thing here, and honestly, I think this looks really good. Like, you can't even tell, unless if I just told you, which I just did, and yeah, that kind of ruins the effect, but yeah. And here's Bonnie's little polka dot little bow tie, which I honestly think is really cool. And his little glasses right here, I think they look pretty neat, I will say. And I mean, yeah, and it's just, this blue base and everything, and it's Bonnie. I don't really know what else to say. Also, Bonnie has two little buttons, and Freddy actually has three, but you can't really see the third one, because, like, I tried making these small enough to the point where you can actually see them. Like, the only way you'll actually see the three buttons on my Freddy plush is if you kind of spread this apart or just kind of flip it up like that. And that's mainly because I don't have room to put them on here for this plush. But now you know that they're there, so don't scream at me in the comments for not giving them three buttons. So yeah. Okay, now on to the next one. Now on to the next one, which I'm pretty sure you know what this is. It is Chica. And she is arguably, like, one of, like, the like, she's not the worst one, but, like, she definitely doesn't have the Junior's qualities, I will say. Obviously, she has this, like, not friendly, creepy grin, I guess. And, but it's not that wide, also, just because it shouldn't be. And like, I feel like she just has the most normal, like, the basic FNAF 1 kind of eyes, if that makes any sense. I also kind of messed up with, like, kind of an outliner for, like, around the eyes to kind of give it a little bit of, I really don't know the word, but just kind of effect, I guess. And honestly, like, it worked good on these guys, which you could see they have it. But honestly, when it was kind of sloppy with this, as this, like, was kind of rushed and everything. And here's her nightcap, which, if you guys don't know and couldn't tell, Chica's theme is basically based on sleeping and not eating. I stole that quote from Daco, I'm sorry, but yeah. Here's her nightcap, which I did glue, but I turned it inside out, which is a technique I'm actually starting to use more often, and is a technique I did use for like the last custom I'll be reviewing for today, which you already know what it is, probably because of the thumbnail, whatever. I'm sorry, but yeah, like, here's her nightcap, which I honestly think I did good enough on, and, like, here's her little string here where it goes down, and this is glued, as, like, if this wasn't glued, it would just be on the back, and you wouldn't even be able to really tell, but I think it works. And here's her little night suit. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, it's there, and she doesn't really have any night pants, cause why not? Okay. Yeah, there's not really much to say about her. She's kind of a basic one, and she used a high score toy Chica pattern, not pattern base. I keep saying either pattern or base. Like, that's something that flows through my mind whenever I want to say, like, what I use for these plushies. But yeah, otherwise, on to our second to last one. If you couldn't tell, I kind of had to move them over, but anyways, now on to our second to last one, which is none other than Foxy, and arguably he's the worst one, and that's mainly because he used a Grim Foxy base, as you can tell from this very, very, very wide snout and very small and caved in mouth. I don't know if caved in is the proper word to use for this, but either way, I don't care. And honestly, like this one, like didn't really take that much work, as there's definitely details that I kept on him, like that fitted, like the hook, like didn't really need replacing, so I just kind of kept that. But overall, like, yeah, I kind of find this one to be the easiest, and all his withering was done with Sharpie, which once again, if you have a fresh one, it'll look good. And I think it does with the withering right here. He's also has withering on his pants right here, which you can barely see, and honestly, it doesn't really matter because you won't really see him. And this one was also kind of rushed, which I'm pretty sure he has piercings over here on this ear, but I didn't add them, and I only added them on this ear. But honestly, I really don't care. I feel like that's obvious. Oh, and he has this outliner right here, and I feel like this, and I just realized literally right now, he looks confused. Like, this eye is very unproportionate with this eye. Like, they're very unproportionate, which is something I just realized. And makes this plushie even worse. So yeah, definitely not my favorite, and I think people will also agree it just doesn't look like that, and it also really doesn't fit much of the Junior's look. Like, it doesn't really have a big gaping grin mouth or whatever, but he does have his little feathers right here, which he actually kind of does, like it goes all around his neck. But obviously these plushies don't have necks, so yeah, that's a thing. And, you know, here's his little feet, which honestly, I didn't realize he had, you know, the base color for his feet. I just thought it was metal, because every Foxy on Earth has metal feet. So, yeah, like, so that's why that kind of looks a little sloppy, because I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't really have any words. So, yeah, but that's the main four. Obviously, I still need to make Balloon Baby and the Marionette, and I am planning on making Pole Bear as well, but that's a story for another day, and it's not today. Yeah, now on to our last one. Now, this last one, which you saw in the thumbnail, and arguably, this is probably, in my opinion, like, the best one that I've made of the Junior's plushies, and I'm just gonna show you why. And you obviously know it's none other than the amalgamation Mangle. And oh my gosh, I just realized how big this thing is. Which, okay, yeah, you can see how large this thing is compared to these guys. Like, look, this thing, like, it towers over them by so much, and I didn't even realize this until making this comparison now. And let me I'm gonna explain right now why I like this so much. So mainly the face. Like, the face, I feel like it does a very good job at being true to its in-game counterpart. I really do think so. Like, it has the most game-accurate face. And honestly, people, I don't remember if I say this because I have long short-term memory loss. I don't fucking know the word. I'm sorry. But, like, I just, bro, my mind goes blank sometimes. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, Mangle, you fell. But basically, I don't really see many people make Junior's Mangle. Really, like, I haven't seen many people do that. Sorry, just seeing a camera. I haven't seen a lot of people make Junior's Mangle, which honestly, like, I kind of am a little shocked. Not shocked, but just kind of wondered why, because, like, she's basically the main part. Or, guys, don't target me because of Mangle's gender. I don't care. I get that Kane's getting canceled because of it, but shut up. But I don't care. But Mangle, basically, you know, is like the main villain, I guess, besides the Angry Spirit. But, like, you know, like, it's one of the main antagonists of Junior's and a very big part in the lore of the story. Potentially, probably. I don't remember. But yeah, and yeah, that's basically a head which you can see, and she has this little, I wouldn't say they're feathers, I don't know what this is, like a little coat thing around her neck, which it's there. Now onto the body, which and I'll just tell you, this did use the base of an original custom that I made, and it was used in Day and Nightmare source code. And just to show you, it was this. Yeah, honestly, I think you're happy that I made it into this, honestly. But yeah, now people might be confused about the body, which this like shape, it does exist. But the thing about it is, like, I also based this off a fan model of Junior's Mangle. Now you might be asking, why the hell did I do that? Well, I didn't realize that until I actually looked at the description of the picture. So yeah, that's my fault. And that's why it's this kind of dark color. But honestly, I still think it looks really good. And I kind of gave her more of her features, as it was kind of just, you know, this like leg and arms. Sorry for that cut, I got a Discord call, but yeah, anyways, let's get back to it. So obviously, you know, here's the body, which I will say the body isn't entirely accurate to the Mangle Jr.'s body. As I just said, I also based this off a fan model, and obviously there's gonna be some inaccuracies which people are gonna be pissy about. I don't care, honestly. It's my custom, not yours. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, but yeah, and I honestly think this works best as a plush, honestly. Like, obviously it towers over every normal plush wool, but yeah, and its arms are very long, and yeah, I called it an it. I'm okay, I should stop. I'm not gonna make this into a thing. But yeah, and also here's these little endo arms, which are a part of Mangle's design right here. And these are like, actually, you know, put inside out, kind of like a Chica's nightcap. And like, I just felt like I just like kind of like doing this more. Honestly, I feel like I should use it more effectively, like using it to make an actual plush. But yeah, but maybe someday. And basically, it's just all black with just some gray, like dark gray and light gray wires and all that. Basically, you don't really see the light gray except for here and on the back, which is part of this. And like, she has this like little white piece, like broken white piece on right there, which is supposed to be part of the broken animatronics, which is, I don't know who, but yeah, like, there's not really much of the amalgamation type here. But honestly, I don't really feel like there has to be. Like, I feel like it works best as this. And obviously, which I think arguably is the best part, also she has 4 legs on here, not like 8, like a fucking spider. But arguably the best part is, oh, god damn it, she fell, is the owl, which is creepy as hell. and basically, if you want to know, I basically got 3 pipe cleaners and twisted them together. That way it's more hefty and strong, and it's able to, you know, hold that together basically. And I honestly think like this looks really good. And like I said, how originally this was based off of a fan model, which I didn't realize until finishing the custom. The owl was originally here, the owl is supposed to be on the tail, and I accidentally like put it on the arm, like it was a little hand puppet. But yeah, I fixed that, and now he's like this, which also explains why his back is brown, because yeah. But he also has some Sharpie detail. I honestly think this looks creepy. But yeah, honestly, I just really like this, and I honestly think it's not one of my best customs, but definitely the best Junior's custom. And arguably the best Junior's Mangle custom, which, yes, I'm stating that opinion to the internet. Go cry about it. Okay, I should stop. But yeah, that's all I really have to review for today. And sorry this video seemed like to kind of drag on, seemed a little rushed, and that's mainly because like it's still a school night for me, and I have to go to bed soon, and it's probably gonna be in like a couple minutes. So yeah, you're getting this. By the time this uploads, it's probably gonna not be late for me, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah. Anyways, that is all. I am probably going to make more Junior's customs, obviously. And you know, that's to be expected. Obviously, because I have to, you know, I've made these 4. I don't want to just stop here, because why would I? So I have to make the marionette and freaking Balloon Baby. Balloon Baby's such a forgettable name for me, honestly. And Pole Bear, obviously, which is a iconic piece of, I don't know why I said piece of iconic character of Junior's, but yeah, I'm dragging this on. I am sorry, this is a curse of mine, I swear to God. But yeah, and obviously, since I've made the Junior's customs, you've seen the poster. FNAF Horror Show Into the New is definitely coming very soon, but 2023. because I don't feel like filming 2 movies this year. The one movie is Morbius, and I don't want to get comments if it's Morbin time, I swear to God. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna stop. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and obviously Horror Show 2 is gonna begin production soon. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not funny. You're okay. If everyone who says I'm not funny, you're absolutely right. I am not funny. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys off, and yeah, talk to you guys later. Whoop. That felt